You know, yesterday I made a video, or it was last night. It was on another channel. I was pretty much going on about the gun debate, pretty much about how these liberals are taking this Christina situation and using her as a pawn for gun control, because there's a hashtag on Twitter that was called uh, no more guns, hashtag no more guns. This is liberalism 101. They want to use this poor young girl who was murdered by a psycho. I don't know if the guy was an obsessed fan. I don't know the full details yet. Well, I guess we'll find out in the next coming days. But anyway, people using this as a pawn for their agenda, it's absolutely sickening. But enough about that. I just watched Mark Dice's video. I'm a big fan of Mark Dice. He's a liberal, he's a conservative Christian, member of the resistance, just like me. We all look out for one another. And I agree with a lot of what Mark Dice says. We don't have a gun problem. We have a glorified violence problem. We are so brainwashed by the violence on, video games and TV and the movies and whatever. And it's absolutely sickening. This is a country now where Christians are being labeled as bigots, and Christians as myself, we're being labeled as terrorists and scum and bigots, when reality is Satanism is taken over. Satanism and liberalism is taken over. It's destroying this country. It's destroying our schools. It's destroying our nation. It's destroying the way we live. It's absolutely sickening. And we are brainwashed by the shit on social media. We are brainwashed by our TV and the movies and, video games. We're so glorified by the violence on Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto, movies like The Purge and, Hannibal and these other psychotic, demonic movies. MTV, which stands for Masonic Television, the shit that they put around. I mean, just look at, all you gotta do is look at a halftime Super Bowl show or the Grammys or, the MTV Music Awards or the Oscar, these musical award shows, and you can see the Satanism. You can see the Illuminati. You can see the shit that stars like Katy Perry and Miley Cyrus and Kesha, the shit that they're promoting, the Satanism that they're promoting. And it's part of our lives. It's part of our society. And we don't even think twice about it. We don't even blink an eye to it. We don't even shut an eyelash for it. Nothing. It's what we become. We become a society of mindless, degenerate, violent, Satanist trash. We become a society. I don't know how I don't know what other words I can use. It's just our society is so filled with trash and Satanism and garbage and all this demonic stuff, and we accept it and we go about our life and we don't even think twice about it. This is the world we live in. And a lot of people, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind, the liberals want to use this as a gun agenda. And a lot of YouTubers, I'm guilty of this too, and a lot of YouTubers are using this tragedy to get subs and views. I might be partially guilty of this, and that's the last thing I want to do, is use somebody's death and use somebody's terrible tragedy to get views and subscribers. But don't hate the player, hate the game. I mean, I love doing YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for years. I love doing it. The last thing I want to do is gain off somebody's tragedy. But that's just, this YouTube thing is like a gold mine, and all these, young YouTube stars such as myself and all these, all these people want a part of that YouTube gold. You know, they want to be big on YouTube. And sometimes we use tragedies to get that gold, and I think it's sickening. And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of this too. So, I mean, I don't mean to do that, but it's not really the YouTube users that are. I don't think they're meaning to do that. They see this, they see it on YouTube, they see it on Twitter, they see what's trending, and they want a piece of it. It's just what we become. But I think we can all agree what happened was a tragedy. What happened to Christina was a tragedy, and I send my condolences. That's it.